Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Making It Keto, and today we're making keto cinnamon rolls. This gonna be good. Let's get into it. Okay, get out a large bowl. We're gonna mix all the dry ingredients. So let's start with 75 grams of vital wheat gluten, 40 grams of Lupin Flour, 19 grams of Oat Fiber, 60 grams of Confectioners Swerve or sweetener of your choice, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of Xanthan Gum. Let's go ahead and get this mixed together. Alright, next, we're going to add about a half a cup of hot water, about around 125 degrees to 130 degrees. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it's close to that range. You don't want it too hot, you don't want it too warm. Okay, next, we're going to go ahead and add in our active yeast. Let's go ahead and get that in. And I'll have all the description of the exact measurement linked below. And you also want to go ahead and add in your honey. Now this is optional, guys. You don't have to add this in, but it does help the dough rise. The yeast will eat the sugar inside of the honey, so you won't have to worry about those carbs being into the recipe. So you're good with that. We're going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit, get everything mixed up. Alright, next we'll go ahead and add in our butter, the 1 tablespoon of butter. You can also go ahead and give that a quick mix. Then you can go ahead and add in your 1 egg. And you can also go ahead and give that a mix. Okay, we can go ahead and add in all our dry ingredients that we mixed up earlier. Guys, before you add this in, make sure you stir everything really good, all the dry ingredients, before you pour it inside your mixing bowl. And also, you can do all this with a hand mixer. Obviously, it's going to be a little more intensive because you have to do it by hand. But if you don't have a stand mixer, all this could be achieved with a hand mixer. Just to let you guys know. Okay. You can use the paddle for maybe the first 30 seconds, but after everything's kind of dried up, you want to go ahead and put on your dough hook and just let it go for about 7 minutes. Okay. And after it finished mixing, this is what it should look like. It should be like a real scratchy dough. When you're done, it should look something similar to this. Alright guys, you want to clear and clean off your countertop. Dust it with a little bit of that oat fiber that we used in the recipe. And then you want to go ahead and roll your dough out. Ideally, you can roll it out to maybe like a rectangular shape, maybe 8 by 12 inches. It don't have to be exact, but if you can get it close to that, that'll be perfect. So let's get the dough rolled out. Okay, once you got your dough all rolled out, set it to the side. You want to get you out a medium-sized bowl, and here we're going to make the cinnamon middle filling. So that would be the stick of butter, softened. Make sure it's room temperature. Softened butter with your brown swerve and your cinnamon. And remember, I'll have the exact amounts linked in the description below. Alright, Once that's part done, we're gonna take the cinnamon filling. We're gonna spread it flat out on your dough. Now, guys, all the filling that you made, you probably won't need all of it. I normally just put it up, save it for when I make it the next time. So I use roughly about half of it. I can only imagine using the whole thing will kind of be overwhelming. So just keep that in mind. And you can just kind of follow along how I spread it along in the video. You don't want to go all the way to the edge because you want to be able to close it. So just follow along in the video. Alright, once you got it spread out, let's go ahead and roll it up, get it into its cinnamon form. So guys, just take your time and roll it little by little until you get it all the way to the end. Alright guys, now that we have it all rolled up, let's go ahead and cut it into 9 individual rolls. I believe this is a 9x9 pan that I'm putting it on. You want to grease that pan. Once you got it greased, go ahead and cut your rolls into 9 individual rolls, and you want to go ahead and place them in the pan. Also, some of the rolls, they'll try to come undue. If you can't get it to seal perfectly, don't worry about it. They can only come undue so far because the cinnamon filling has it stuck together. So if you can't get it to stay completely, don't worry about it. It'll all come together in the end. Alright guys, once you got all rolls on the pan, we're gonna proof this dough now. So you want to find a warm place in your house where you could proof your dough. As you can see, it doubled in size. So this took about an hour. Depending on the temperature of your kitchen or the temperature of the environment you have it in, it could take longer. So remember, the warmer, the faster the proofing. Alright, while the dough is proofing, we can go ahead and make our icing for the cinnamon rolls. So go ahead and get the cream cheese. You want to make sure it's softened. It makes it really easier to spread. So make sure your cream cheese is softened and your butter is softened at room temperature. And add your Swerve confectioner in there. I used about a half a cup. If you want to use more, you can. And mix it up until you got your icing. Alright, once we got the icing done and your rolls are finished proofing, we're going to bake these at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. And after it came out of the oven, this is what it looked like. Now the only thing left to do is go ahead and top it with the icing, baby. Let's get it. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and garnish the top with some Walden Farm caramel syrup. And here we go. We got cinnamon rolls. Y'all know the motto around here. We making keto easy by making everything keto, baby. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.